Times Influence Initiative.
From building India's biggest SME platform to enabling the largest startup ecosystem, Lufthansa is helping young entrepreneurs realize their dreams to take off on the runway to success. Capping 4 successful seasons, here's ET Now's Paromita Chatterjee with a brand new episode of Season 5.
Hello and welcome to Lufthansa Runway to Success, a television series where some of the most inspiring business leaders mentor and guide a whole new generation of Indian entrepreneurs. Each week, 3 startups will make their pitches and the business icons have the tough task of selecting one of them as the winner. Remember, you, our viewer, also have the choice to pick a winner in our Viewer's Choice category. You can view the video pitches by all the contestants on lhrunwaytosuccess.in. So simply log on and vote for your favorite. So let's take a look now at who the business icon is on our show today.
With the passion to uplift the disconnected rural masses of India and bring to their doorsteps the facility of banking and payment services, Pramod Saxena founded Oxygen Services India in 2004. Oxygen is a fintech company in the payments industry that is transforming physical cash to digital money for micropayments of services and remittances in real-time environment. Oxygen is known to be one of the pioneer firms in India to have started offering online payment solutions. Today, as India is at an inflection point in financial services and digital growth, Pramod Saxena is a game changer who is leveraging this opportunity to the fullest and making it bigger and better.
So our phones have become smarter and perhaps mightier than the wallet because now our phones hold cash and cards both. Our business icon for this episode launched the digital wallet in India. So please join me in welcoming Pramod Saxena, founder and chairman, Oxygen Services India. Hi Pramod, great to have you on the show.
Pleasure is absolutely mine.
So you launched the first digital wallet.
Well, yes, it was actually way back in 2008.
Okay, let's talk a little bit more about that, shall we?
Okay.
Pramod, thanks so much for joining us. 2 decades in the corporate world and you'd reached the corner office. Many would say, listen, that was the spot at which to enjoy the view from the corner office instead of taking on the task and the challenge of becoming an entrepreneur.
Well, yes, Paromita, that's absolutely right. When I started my entrepreneurial journey, I'd already been a CEO for almost 15 years and both an Indian company and an international company. When the calling came, so to say, I felt that I've done enough and enjoyed enough of the corporate world. Let's try something different, and the timing was also right.
So you were actually the market leaders. You were the only guys.
We were the only people at that point of time.
And then things changed dramatically around, what, 5 years ago, would you say?
Well, I would say 4 years back when the mobile wallet space started heating up a little bit. We were already a mobile wallet service provider, but there were no smartphones at that point of time. Right? And the challenge was that how do you use these wallets? You have to go online and use them like credit cards. So it wasn't
as easy to use because I remember the Oxy wallet coming in at that time.
Yes.
But now many would say that, listen, there are just too many mobile wallets. Anybody can now open a mobile wallet. So how do you view this whole market now? It's sort of turned 360 degrees for you.
Oh, absolutely. I think the mobile wallet concept is right. The customer should have the ability to do transaction from their own hands, from the phone that they're carrying all the time. So to that extent, it's right. But the way mobile wallets are to be used today has changed dramatically, particularly after demonetization. And I would say perhaps India is the only example in the world where regulation and the government has played a very proactive role in defining how digital payments will be made through mobile phones.
So you think demonetization really was that inflection point for digital wallets?
Absolutely. And the biggest change that the government or the system brought was setting up a national switch, NPCI, which connects all the banks, and the UIDAI, where the digital ID could be linked to a bank account And that made things very simple.
After all these years, almost 2 decades in the corporate field and almost as many in running a company, what's your business philosophy at this point? How do you take the challenges of the stress, a fluid marketplace, and what many call one of the most difficult markets to operate in as far as India is concerned?
Well, it is difficult. At the same time, I think it's very challenging, and that's what keeps everybody excited, that there is a new opportunity created every day. So I think the market is so full of possibilities. And, I was following some talk by Nimesh Shah, and he said what happened in 25 years, last 25 years, is going to happen in the next 10 years in terms of growth of the business and the market. And I think that is the kind of opportunity which is so exciting for anyone to have a play, so long as you can keep.
So you're not thinking of hanging up your boots or handing it over to your next generation, to your sons and maybe to your children at this point?
Well, the next generation has a role to play. I think there is need for energy of the youth. And, my son came into business about 6 years back, and he's slowly, his focus been more technology because he came with that background from US, technology, development,
so he's
innovation.
bringing in that technological sort of, the fresh technology which is coming in.
Right.
Okay.
So he's looking at innovation and technology, and I'm kind of providing a cover to say, because it's a complex business environment, it requires a lot of, some experience comes into play here,
Absolutely.
They
I
make
also
some
read
mistakes,
somewhere that you love relaxing with your grandkids and playing a game of golf, am I correct?
Yes, I do play golf time to time, but the
Do you get time to play golf?
Well, not as much as I used to get when I was working for somebody else. But
it's always easier, isn't
yes,
it?
easier. But my grandkids, I have 4 of them. I have a son.
You are a busy granddad as well.
Absolutely. I became a granddad at the age of 50, So, so now I have got 4 grandkids. There are 2 boys and 2 girls, my daughter and my son. And when they are here, they are my priority. So I think, and they give me a lot of relaxation. And
so they are the much needed oxygen, so to speak, in the daily trauma of all the business battles you have to play.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. On that note, Pramod, we'll take a short break. We are in conversation with Pramod Saxena. But remember, he stays on with us as he meets our 3 young entrepreneurs who will be presenting their business ideas. But that's on the other side of the break. You can also join in on the conversation by using the hashtag LH Runway to Success. We'll see you on the other side. Stay with us.
From thousands of startups that attended the nationwide mentorship camps and the Startup Expo 2017, only 21 businesses were qualified for Lufthansa Runway to Success Season 5. Meet the 3 shortlisted entrepreneurs in the FinTech category who are vying for the top spot on Lufthansa Runway to Success Season 5.
Welcome back to Lufthansa Runway to Success. We are here at the Lufthansa Business Lounge at the Pier A Plus Terminal, a quantum leap in passenger comfort. We will be joined by 3 young entrepreneurs who will share their exciting business ideas with Pramod Saxena. And remember, you too can participate in the show using our hashtag LH Runway to Success. The competition becomes more intense from here on as the 3 entrepreneurs put their best foot forward, but only one of them will win a business class return ticket to any one of the 170 destinations that Lufthansa Group flies to in Europe. The winner for today's episode will also secure an entry into the semi-finals of this season. Bigger prizes are in store for the winner of our grand finale. These include a sponsorship to a business program at Cambridge University, a Lufthansa business class ticket to Europe, and a coveted mentorship by TAI. So without much ado, let's welcome on the show our business expert, Pramod Bhasid, President, TAI Delhi NCR. Hi Pramod, great to have you on the show.
Hi.
Thank you for being part of it.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Pramod.
Good to
Nice
see
to have
you.
you here.
Nice
Yep.
to have you.
Yep.
Right, now that both our experts are seated and they are ready to test our contestants, let's go ahead and call upon our first entrepreneur onto the show. And our first entrepreneur is Arjun Chakrabarti, who will join us now from Track Invest. Right, so Arjun, Track Invest and the stock markets. You're trying to play both. How?
You know, we had the core idea to solve two problems. One of the problem statement is there was an information asymmetry in the market for the retail users to participate in the stock market, and there was also a skill set gap in the industry to service these customers. So through this platform, we are trying to give an ecosystem to users to learn stock investing, and as we call it, investing is a life skill. So without any bias, we try to involve more and more users to come onto the platform and learn stock investing. The other part is there is a huge skill set gap in the industry. So what people are doing, we have launched a program which is a 3-month online certification program where a user can actually go through that program and get a job at the end of the program.
Arjun, how will you make money in this? It's a very interesting concept, and we appreciate what you're saying that the market knowledge in this is limited. But at the end, will people pay for this? Education has never been a great business.
When we started, people had this inhibition to pay, but you know, slowly people are seeing that we are doing giving out jobs, and we have priced it at a sweet spot at 10,000 rupees. So it helps a user to take that bet, and it's not a long course, 3 months online, and we are committing that if you do this, you will get a job.
What's your business model really?
So there are two parts to that business model. Both, one, a user who wants to practice, I engage him, I give him enough ecosystem to learn, get confident before he starts investing in the real market, and people who wants to make a career in financial services, I give him the gateway.
So how big do you want to be? You know, how big do you want your company to be, and what do you see as your main risks as you go out there?
The vision is, you know, today there are 2.2 million active customers in the stock market in India. We want to take it to 20 million
customers.
2 to 20 by 2020. That is our mission. And the biggest risk, what we think is, you know, retaining talent, because there is a huge euphoria around startups. We are very, very focused on our cost management. We try to have a very small team, focus our investments only on technology.
Thank you so much, Arjun.
Thank you.
Very good, Arjun.
Thanks.
Now it's time to call upon our second entrepreneur onto the show. It's Catechin Krishnan, the founder of Fastura. So explain your company to us. You've given us an introduction that essentially you are trying to reach out to brokers who don't have an online presence.
See, in fintech industry, there is a biggest problem is usability. So our idea is to make it very simple mobile applications for commodity and equity trading, and our brokerage companies. In India, there are 2,500 brokerage companies are there, but only very few customers, very few brokerage companies are using mobile platform.
So you are an app provider to the broker companies?
Exactly.
Or are you also offering any service yourself to the consumer?
We are also doing that too, but our focus is on brokerage companies.
So, you know, this is an interesting idea, but why is this one so much better than the normal messaging communication systems we have? I would love to hear that. And two, how do you make it more user-friendly?
Actually, this is what our idea. In India, around 23 crore people are using internet, and the mobile penetration is really getting raised.
It's very high, right?
So, the trend is changed.
Yes.
It was initially it was kind of telecalling to reach the customers.
Yes.
Nowadays, people are love to watch the information from the mobile phone. So it will be very easy to get the information on the go.
How many customers do you have today? Who are you serving? And actually, very importantly, how will you make money?
we are making money from brokerage company. It's kind of B2B business. Right now we have 5 brokerage companies tied up and 70,000 users.
Right.
And every month around 1 to 1.5 lakhs revenue is getting from brokerage companies.
So ultimately you are focusing on the end users.
Yes.
And you expect them to pay over time.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
They will see the value in it.
Very ambitious.
Okay, great. We wish you all the best. Thank you so much, Catechin.
Thank you, ma'am.
For
Thank
coming
you.
down and explaining that for us.
Yep.
All the best. So there's still one more entrepreneur left for this round. Will our judges be impressed with our final contestant's elevator pitch? We'll find out in just a bit. Remember, you can send us your thoughts using social media. Just remember to use the hashtag LHRunway to success. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Lufthansa Runway to Success. We have one last contestant left to make his presentation, and then it's over to Pramod Saxena and Pramod Bhasin to select the winner of this round. So let's call upon Mukesh Bubna, founder and CEO, Monexo Fintech. So Mukesh, you've headlined your startup as a peer-to-peer lending platform. Explain to us the basic premise.
Monexo stands for Money Exchange Online. We believe today the young youth aspirers of urban cities are looking for credit. At the same time, there are people who have made it and they have a lot of money sitting in the bank account not giving them yield. We are bringing them together in our marketplace such that people who are looking for credit and those who have the money can be on our marketplace and give loans to each other.
Now, who are your customers, both ends, you know, the borrowers and their lenders, both your customers, isn't it?
Our borrowers are younger, urban, between the age of 25 to 30.
Salaried employees.
Salaried employees. They're looking for either the first credit, and we give loans between 50,000 rupees to 5 lakh rupees for 6 months to 36 months. Our lenders are a little older. We believe they're closer to 40s and later 50s. Educated, they've bought a lot of mutual fund, they bought insurance, they got safety net, and now looking to diversify beyond mutual fund, fixed deposit and insurance.
You know, we're a very, I would say, we're a fairly litigious society, you know. So by the time some of these defaults happen, which will be inevitable, and people start losing money, it's a bit like collecting deposits from people and not being able to repay part of it back.
I educate consumers that there is not a guaranteed product, it's not a deposit. I cannot eliminate risk, and we explain them 4 or 5 key steps which we take, and one of them is the fact that if somebody brings a lakh of rupee on our platform, he can lend 1,000 rupee to 100 people. That diversification brings down the risk like crazy. If you do,
what is the cost to the borrower?
The borrower pays us only on success. If we are able to give him funding, then we charge him 2.5%, no registration fees.
Okay.
On the lender side, again, no registration fee. We charge them 2.5% when we collect the money.
How much do you make?
Overall, the top line is 5%.
So you're not replacing, targeting the traditional money lender, but you're saying that we can provide perhaps smaller ticket size loans than a bank would be willing to provide.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Mukesh. All the best.
Thanks.
Right, so our 3 entrepreneurs have made their presentations, and now it's up to our judges to select the winner of today's round. Remember, the scoring is done on the following metric. Core idea is given 20 points, followed by the 3C analysis of company, customers, competitors getting 20 points apiece, and financial projections getting another 20 points. So while our judges debate amongst themselves on what were 3 very interesting propositions, remember you, our viewer, also have a chance to pick the Viewer's Choice Winner Award by logging on to lhrunwaytosuccess.in, and you can vote for your favorite amongst all the contestants' elevator pitches. Okay, both our experts have finally come to a conclusion. Their scoring is complete. But before we actually announce who the winner is of this round, I'm going to request both Pramod Saxena and Pramod Bhasin to kindly mentor all our three contestants with their valuable insights. Let's start off with our first contestant.
Well, I think Arjun, we found that your idea is very good. It is very new to this marketplace. While it's maybe practiced in the West, but there is potential and it can be scalable as well.
Now let's talk a little bit about Catechin and Krishnan.
So Catechin, you know, the focus appears to be the app itself, not so much as to how you can, this can be a business and who your customers are, and you really have to put more attention on to how you will create a scale up with who your customers will be.
You know, I think it's an interesting app, bringing people who perhaps aren't aware of the markets as much, or to educate them with brokers and tying brokers and customers together. I think how proprietary is the actual information on it will drive success. So you have to find information that is uniquely yours, that allows a broker to hook on to a customer better than they could by sending them information themselves.
Right.
And that's how you'll create stickiness for your app.
Finally, some words of advice for Mukesh Bubna.
Mukesh, you are in a space which is very hot. It's been hot worldwide. There's a lot of expectation, but there are lots of unknown challenges. It's still early time here, and the risks have to be properly assessed and see how do you mitigate those, and how technology can be a big differentiator here rather than just the credit part of it.
I would suggest that you definitely look at examples from other parts of the world as to how failures have happened and why. And then lastly, how you get to your customer. Your customer base is quite narrow because it's such a large amount you're giving them, and they're salaried people. Ultimately, that market is going to be attacked by every NBFC and bank around. So you're going to have to figure out how to go up and down beyond them to really build scale.
Okay. Some words of advice coming in from our judges for our three contestants. But as we said, it was a tough choice, but a choice had to be made. So we want to know who the winner is. Pramod, please share with us.
We did agree on one winner. Of course, there has to be only one, and that is Arjun Chakrabarti.
Okay, congratulations, Arjun. Well done. And congratulations on a well-deserved win. As you can see, both our judges spent a lot of time, effort on deciding.
Well done, Arjun. Well done. Well done.
And congratulations to all of you. You did a fantastic job. So we have our deserving winner for this round, and many congratulations to him. I would now like to request Ms. Sangeeta Sharma, Senior Manager Marketing and Product, Lufthansa Group, to please give away a Lufthansa business class return ticket to our winner, which will let him fly to one of 170 destinations that the Lufthansa Group flies to in Europe. He also qualifies for the semi-finals of Runway to Success.
Congratulations, Arjun. I think your greatest winning attribute is your passion, and it's pretty evident.
Thank you.
All the best for the finals, and let me present you with this business class ticket. Enjoy your trip.
Right, so as Arjun mulls about where to fly off next, let's also thank our special guest who came and joined us and shared his expertise. I request Sangeeta to honor our special guest Pramod Saxena by presenting him with a memento from Lufthansa.
Lovely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It was great to see you motivating all.
That brings us to the end of another exciting episode of Lufthansa Runway to Success. Do write in to us with your thoughts using Facebook or Twitter. Just remember to use the hashtag LH to Success. Until we meet again next week with another exciting round. Goodbye, and thanks from all of us for watching. Okay, thank you so much.
A Times Influence Initiative.